in one small step for woman and one giant leap for womankind, Katy Perry and a group of girl bosses are about to make herstory in outer space. They're going on an all-female mission through Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin program. This involves Katy Perry as well as Jeff Bezos's fiancée Lauren Sanchez, talk show host Gayle King, film producer Carrie Ann Flynn, NASA rocket scientist Aisha Bowe, and civil rights activist Amanda Wen.
See, here's the thing. I think that Jeff Bezos changed his mind. I don't think he wants to get married. And he's shuffling her off the mortal coil. He's sending her to outer space, and there's going to be an accident.
No, everyone is saying that they think Katy Perry is going to die. And they also think it would be incredibly on brand for her. One fan said, "Am I the only one who feels really weird about this? I don't want to speak anything negative into existence, but something is in my gut feels uneasy." But yeah, I don't know. Katy Perry is suited up. She has her custom space suit.
What song is she going to sing in outer space?
Well, I don't even know any Katy Perry songs from the last 10 years.
I don't know.
This is where you go. This is the Kia Asylum.
Yeah.
But yeah, according to reports, the group's flight will last 11 minutes and reach 62 miles above the Earth's surface. They're not going into orbit, so it'll be a quick trip. But they're making a huge deal out of it. They got this cover story in Elle magazine and took this Girlboss photo shoot together.
Extraterrestrial with Kanye West. That's
yes!
what she would be playing. I knew it. I couldn't think of it.
Then why is Kanye not invited?
What the hell?
Why is Ye not invited on the girls' trip? He deserves to be there. They should perform E.T. on the moon.
I was like, the thing is, I was like singing it in my head. I'm like, I know there's one where she says the words.
Yeah, that is so fitting. Why are people not making jokes about that, actually?
Come on, people.
A pop star, 2 journalists, a rocket scientist, an activist, and a filmmaker walk into a room. That may sound like a setup for a punchline, but it's actually the all-star lineup of Blue Origin's historic all-female space crew. Fittingly, it is the 3rd week of Women's History Month when the group assembles in person for the very first time at their Elle cover shoot. And everywhere you look, people are buzzing with excitement, ready to write the next chapter. They shout in unison, "We're a crew!" Each is rocking her version of an all-black power look. They're in fitted pantsuits with deep V-cuts and touches of leather with towering stiletto heels. See, this is why astronaut Barbie exists.
For this exact reason.
I'm telling you, after this trip concludes, assuming all goes well and everyone is safe back home, these women on the trip are going to say in the media for the rest of their lives that they have a special bond with each other after experiencing this. Even though they had nothing to do with accomplishing it or creating any of the technology, and it's literally sponsored by a man, I think that they're going to say this is a formative girls' trip memory that will never leave them.
All of the misogynistic jokes that I want to make, I'm gonna skip. I'm not gonna make them. There's
Evan
a 20
Perry
here from
says
Evan Perry.
He'll perform E.T. if it goes well, and fireworks if it doesn't. It's just such a random assortment.
See, I want to know if the Botox is gonna hold up in space or if it's gonna shift.
Oh my gosh, that is a good question. Like, is the filler gonna stay in place, or is the zero gravity gonna warp them beyond belief?
Like Lauren Sanchez is gonna come back looking like a Picasso painting.
Oh my gosh, that's true.
And then he doesn't marry her because she came back looking like a Picasso painting.
John
not like
Locke
a sex doll.
Sent us some more Australian dollars.
Thank you.
Mary, we should bring dire wolves back from the dead so we can kill them for their pelts. I stand by that.
We got dire wolves back before GTA 6.
We got dire wolves back before Katy Perry went to space.
Yep.
It's the Girlboss space race in action.
Yep.
So I don't know what they're trying to prove.
It doesn't prove anything.
They certainly think that this is some kind of milestone in progress for women's liberation, though.
I mean, somehow I feel like this was a headline taken straight from 2018. Doesn't it feel like something from 2018?
Yeah. They asked Katy Perry how she feels about it. She is the picture of calm. I don't have any time to be nervous. I don't have time to be worried.
Thank you.
I'm going to feel something when they go 10, 9, 8, 7, but until then, we've got stuff to do. We've got business to handle.
See,
thank you.
Didn't she release an album last year? She should have uploaded this album while in space so she could have released the first average sounding pop record ever released in orbit.
Well, this is also maybe promo for her next project. Yeah. Lauren Sanchez says, "We have a saying in our house, life takes off on the other side of fear. Trust me, I'm a little scared too." Katy Perry says to Lauren Sanchez, "Wait, you're the insurance." So they think that because Lauren Sanchez
Jeff
is
has to get her
included
back.
in the trip, that they are more insured of their safety.
You guys better hope that they don't get into a fight about taking the garbage out before that shuttle launches, because he might just leave her up there.
Sanchez says all these women are storytellers in their own right. They're going to go up to space and be able to spread what they felt in different ways. The journalist and author also hopes that the group will expand the idea of what explorers look like for the next generation. Based on statistics of women in space exploration, it's evident that representation is needed. Not only has it been over 60 years since women traveled to space without men, women also only make up about 11% of those who have ventured into space total.
This is where they talk about inequity, despite the fact that it's just probably true that women don't want to be astronauts.
DEI trip to space.
Look, one of the people up there that Elon just saved from this International Space Station was a woman.
They say the figures are even lower when it comes to women of color. Only 5 Black women, 2 Latina women, and 4 women of Asian descent have ever gotten to experience the final frontier as NASA astronauts. And that needs to change.
How many Croatian men under 5'7"?
I would guess 0.
I feel underrepresented.
But if you raise enough money, you'll be able to buy a trip.
That's true. They should put like a little like no boys, like girls rule and boys drool sign on the outside of the ship.
The women who managed to defy the odds had to deal with a hefty amount of gender discrimination on their way up. In Sally, a National Geographic documentary about NASA astronaut Sally Ride, the first American woman to go to space, she talks about the offensive questions she had to deal with from her colleagues and the media.
Like what?
About her reproductive organs, how many tampons she would need on board for a week, and whether she could manage to keep from crying if the mission got too hard.
Okay, the last one is kind of sexist, but the other ones actually seem like...
I want to know how you get your period in space.
I was literally saying, like, that's actually an interesting question.
Because women don't know how that works either.
Yeah.
How is that sexist?
It's not sexist.
Like, they ask questions about all manner of things. Why not that?
It's feminism. That's
this is
why.
Just obnoxious.
Because feminism.
You know, just say that you want to go to space for the bragging rights.
It's funnier to them to not, because this is what would happen today, guys. They wouldn't ask the question because they'd be scared of being called sexist, and then you'd get up there and you'd be like, "Holy crap, where are my playtechs?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I didn't plan for this.
Yeah,
oops.
Like, ugh." I laugh. How long are they going to be up there? 11 minutes?
11 minutes.
I'm telling you, that's enough time for Katy Perry to drop an album.
Hey, I mean, why not?
You just bring it up there and you upload it to Spotify in space.
That's kind of what the lengths that you need to go for relevance these days with such an oversaturated market. And you're competing with Sabrina Carpenter. Look, you gotta do something crazy.
Like I said, there was a woman on that the shuttle that was abandoned out there that Trump had to bring back with the help of Elon. There was a woman on that shuttle. I wonder if she took offense to questions like, what's it like to have a period in outer space? I'm guessing not, because she was there for a long time, so she's got to worry about it.
I am pretty sure she is old enough to not have one, but...
You get my point.
The point being, it's not an unreasonable thing to wonder about, and it's not sexist to ask a question about it. But yeah, like, safe travels to all of them.
May your Botox stay in place.
I don't feel very safe when it's a woman piloting a plane I'm on, but... Hey, you know, do your thing. If that's empowering for you.
May your heart remain full and your Botox stay in place.
You know, that woman that you just referenced, she they were in zero gravity for so long that her chin, the tissue in her chin drooped down and gave her this insanely warped feature. I don't know if they can even reverse that over time.
Her hair, all their hair looked super crazy.
She now has a facial deformity.
And doesn't it like decrease your bone mineralization? Like you break your bones really easy the longer you spend in space?
Unless you're working out enough, which I'm sure they were.
Yeah.
So they took as many precautionary measures they could. But yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
Best wishes, girl bosses.
Sounds like a movie to me. Girl bosses in outer space.
No, the girl bosses go to outer space to destroy the asteroid that is allegedly going to destroy the Earth in 2030.
Yeah, Armageddon.
Or was it 2033?
Armageddon 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.